These are the flap. Better take them to him. I should use something that will... A few pumice stone pebbles could come in handy. They're light but resistant. Sorry, can I take these scissors?
It seems to me it's the only thing suitable for you in this shop. Round edges for greater security. Go ahead and take them. And don't forget to advertise Roger's Weapons Shop.
Thank you. This sign invites me to the marriage. It says, new arrival. Try it.
No problem. That always happens when kids play with it. I'm gonna tidy up. I hope it won't take too long.
Finally, let's see if there's a clue. Hopefully it's not loaded. Very good. Inside the barrel was a piece of the map. Roger's piece. I don't feel at ease with a real weapon in my pocket. I'd rather not take it with me. But I can't get rid of it here or the owner would get suspicious. I'd better leave it somewhere outside of the store. Looks like a good spot here. Now it seems much less aggressive. Great, 3 posters of me. It could be a good idea. Now it seems that the wanted man is Tom Rayleigh. The resemblance to me is remarkable. Let's give a touch of authenticity to this poster. Now it seems that it was issued by a town hall department. The stamp has done its duty. I don't need it anymore. I can't force it. Is it possible the solution could be so easy? It seems to have worked. I won a prize. Very nice. Let's see what this is about. Small Teddy, property of Rock Lafitte. Rock Lafitte? Could he be the same man from my father's letter? It would seem he was a pirate with a soft heart. It'd be better to check this plush more carefully. Just as I thought. There's something hidden inside. The very smart Mr. Lafitte hid his piece of the map the only place no one would ever look for it. Better add his part of the map to the other pieces. I don't need this plush anymore. I hope Mr. Lafitte won't be offended. Here you are.
Interesting.
Sure, they're wanted posters of Tom Rayleigh. I found them at home in an old chest left to us by one of my ancestors. I know that in the past he had some problems with the law. My poor great-great-great-grandfather Tom.
Actually, they look authentic. The resemblance to you is evident. especially after he drank a bit.
Oh, thanks.
And the stamp is authentic as well. There is no doubt you're one of Tom's heirs. Finally, I have something for you. Take that envelope. Tom forgot it here, in the old prison after his last, visit. Since then, nobody has ever seen him anymore. Can you tell me what happened to him?
He then moved west, becoming very famous.
Just as I thought. I have to follow his path. Take his envelope and make your forefather proud of you. Now I have to refine my technique so that it will at least be equal to that of Master Rayleigh.
Thanks a lot. Better leave before opening the envelope. Let's open it. I'm intrigued to see what Tom Rayleigh left me. As I suspected, inside there's both a piece of the map I was looking for and a little flask. By the smell, I'd say the rumors about Tom's drinking problems were true. Best to add this piece of the map to the others. Let's just hope the contents of the flask won't spill out into the bag. I don't want to give the impression of being a drunkard.
Hello? Boss, it's me. Bob is keeping an eye on the young Morgan. It looks like he's snooping around Bone Town, but we still don't know the reason. He's either particularly good or he has nothing to hide.
I don't trust him. It's strange that Henry's son shows up again in town after all these years. Continue with the surveillance. Sooner or later, he'll make a wrong move.
Okay, boss. I'll keep you posted.
Good. I'm close this time, and another Morgan won't stop me.
Can you tell me anything more about Edward Drake?
My ancestor, first minister of the Bone Town community, upstanding guide of the Bone Town's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, that one.
Before coming here to Bone Town, it is said he was a skilled glassmaker. All the stained glass windows of the church are his handiwork, created by his powerful hand, fused with the sacred fire of faith.
Yes, really beautiful.
Yes, son. Every time I look at them, the fervor of the Drake sing.
How are things going for the Church of Bone Town?
Under my guidance, there's nothing to fear. Unfortunately, my flock, there are just a few troublemakers. A few kids who still don't have the patience to listen to my small 2-hour sermons, but nothing more.
How come Bone Town is in this condition?
Progress. Bone Town remained a pure city, like when my ancestor arrived and never adapted to progress, and the latest events surely didn't help.
What events?
There are weird stories going around. So we warned the mayor, who went personally to the places in question, but he found them already. Rumors say these excavations caused a hydrogeological instability that's depleting Bone Town's water supply. Fortunately, the holes were filled in again to prevent any damage to our flourishing.
What do you mean exactly by flourishing tourism?
Son, just the mere chance to visit our holy church should be good reason to come to Bone Town. our little St. Peter.
Maybe you're exaggerating a little.
Plus, we have a lot of other pleasant attractions. Library, museum, amusement park, one of the most famous inns of the area.
I wish I knew that earlier. I'm staying at the Dead Man Inn.
That one, precisely. Everybody envies us for it. Come again, son?
Nothing, Father. I was just reflecting on my luck. What's the reason, in your opinion, for these illegal excavations?
Rumors say that under Bone Town there are veins of precious, and that the excavations were tests conducted by companies without city approval. The mayor would never let the city be disfigured.
What materials might be in Bone Town's subsoil?
Some fantasize about golden veins. Others say it's copper or tin. I think that there's been no findings of any precious materials, either today or in the past. In doubt, the mayor may put some signs around that forbid excavation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
It could be a good idea. Now I have a nice pair of cardboard eyes. Better not. I don't need it. Better not. I can't take the whole window. If I broke it, I would never forgive myself. I don't see why. Can you tell me anything more about Edward Drake?
My ancestor, first minister of the Bone Town community, upstanding guide of the Bone Town's people, unblemished past.
Yes, that one.
Before coming here to Bone Town, it is said he created by him.
Yes, really beautiful.
Yes, son. Every...
What's the reason?
room and that
What
some ice this be in doubt.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It would be better to ask the owner before taking a seat. I see there's a free table. Can I take a seat?
It depends.
On what?
That table is reserved for those who want to test themselves.
Can you explain better?
Our family, the Bellamys, have always looked for the chosen one, and this table can reveal if a person is that or not.
What do you mean by chosen one?
The family legend says that Eddie Bellamy, progenitor of the Bellamys, learned every recipe on how to cook chicken, but his efforts in the kitchen seemed not to be appreciated by customers, who considered his recipes mere common chicken, bumpkins, so he created the only meal that was not chicken-based, the Bellamy cookie. The patrons seemed to be thrilled by the extraordinary innovation, but Eddie, given the indifference his cooking received before that, imposed one condition. Only the chosen one could taste the cookie from the Bellamy recipe. And since then, from generation to generation, the search has kept going.
Which cookie are we talking about?
The sacred cookie, contained in that glass case, built to keep its fragrance intact.
How long has it been in that case?
Since the day it was baked by Eddie Bellamy. And according to legend, it seems Eddie found a recipe for a pastry that could last for centuries without losing its fragrance.
Do you mean that in all these years, nobody was able to earn the right?
Absolutely not. That is the original cookie. Never has another one been baked.
How can you recognize the chosen one?
That'll be the only one who can pass the test.
What test?
The menu, kid. The menu. Only the worthy will listen to the entire menu without blinking an eye. And at that point, he'll have earned the cookie, along with honor and fame.
Very epic. Where does the test take place?
At the table. When you feel ready, take your seat, and we'll see if you might be the chosen one. But don't get your hopes up. We're extremely selective.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thanks to you, and enjoy your stay in Bone Town. I see you want to prove yourself. When you're ready, call me. I'll be right there.
It could work. I feel ready.
Very well, I'm coming. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the chosen one or just another common person. Our menu includes mushroom chicken, algae chicken, egg chicken, spicy chicken, sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, chicken and vinegar, blah blah, chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah, herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid, hey kid, the test is over. I saw you fall into a trance, just like in the legend that has been passed down for generations. You're the chosen one, the one who can taste the unique and incomparable Bellamy cookie.
After the 6th plate, I felt the force flowing strong in me.
I know. The chosen one has this power. Keep the key. With this, you'll have access to the Bellamy treasure.
Thank you. I'll put it to good use. Good. I don't need these cardboard eyes anymore. I don't think it... It only works with its lock. Since I'm the chosen one, I'm entitled to it. Nearly half. 4 pieces out of... That's a good idea. This anvil gives me a perfect support. Now I have to find something with which to try to open it. That's a good idea. Only the imitation of an ancestral weapon will allow the chosen one to perform his duty. After the impact, the hammer disappeared. Maybe it wasn't a copy of Thor's hammer, but at least the cookie broke. Inside, there is something left by Eddie Bellamy. Better take it all to not leave any trace. So I find myself with the pieces of a biscuit that dates back centuries, and a message. It doesn't seem like the classic fortune cookie message. It's a piece of the map, just like my dad said. Better add it to the others. The Bellamy treasure is finally opened. Although now I don't know what to do with it. Maybe someone could digest it. I'd rather not. I'd like to take some, but I spent the last of my money at the Dead Man Inn. Can you repeat what I have to do?
You have to look for a plant with white flowers. You can't go wrong. There's only one here in Bone Town. It should grow here in the vicinity, in places usually exposed to the sun. When you find it, use the trowel and container I gave you to store it, and bring it to me. Inside that container, the plant will be safe for quite some time.
All clear. What's that piece of paper?
I honestly don't know. I was going through the back room when I grabbed the first piece.
Can I see it?
I can give it to
Okay. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Better not. Better not. I think they can be used in a more useful way. I'd rather not. I'd rather... Better not. Better not. I don't think that would work. I don't think that... I think they can... I think... Better not. Better not. Better not. Better not. Better not. I hope I don't have to compete in some strange medieval... I'll remember it in case a dragon appears before. I'm a peaceful guy. I think they... I don't think they would be useful to me, unless I want to take part in a medieval carousel, but right now... I think they can be used in a more useful way. I'd rather not. Better not. Should I smash the window? I don't see a reason yet. Better not. I think the... I'd like to take some, but I spent the last of my... I understand.
When you find the plant with the white flowers, make sure to be as gentle as you can.
I'll do my best. I better be going now. The owner was clearly in a... Better take them. I should use something... I... I don't know what to do with it. I have to thank Mom. I don't know what to do with those. How come the instruments in the back room are not on display?
For the harmony of things, dude. Though if I move them, I'd change the order of the things, and it wouldn't be good at all.
Really?
Actually, no, they can't be sold. The flies can sell all instruments, except for those that belong to our progenitor. If I sell them, I'd be going against the will of my ancestors. Dude, harmony is important.
I have no doubt. How come the instrument...
If I...
Really?
The fly... I think if I... Dude.
I have no... It seems...
Dude, that is one of the first mechanical piano.
Can you tell me where I can find a roll?
And my father told me that his grandfather... And then, it was never given back. I have no...
Thanks anyway. Goodbye. Better not. I'd rather... I don't think that... I think they can be used in a more useful way. I'd rather not. I think it is the only one able to digest it. Great! I can finally rummage through its nest. A 5-cent coin. There's nothing else. Finally, I managed. $5-cent coin. Do what you gotta do. Perfect. A jelly bean. Better put it inside the manger. Being very careful, I should be able to take what I need. Easy, horsey. You won't notice a thing. That didn't go too bad. Now I have these amazing horsehairs. I hope they come in handy. Good idea. This way I should get a perfectly functioning bow. If I remember correctly, it should be played like this. That noise again. Finally, the opening is big enough to allow access. At least for a hand. I don't need the bow anymore. Perfect, I can get my hand through. It's a piece of paper. Actually, it's a piece of Kid's map. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I don't have my driver's. Goodbye.
Bye.
What's the reason?
Rumor and that
What materials might be in Bonetown?
some I this be in doubt.
Can you tell?
My ups unblem.
Yes, that.
Before create.
Yes.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Better not. I think they can be used in a. I don't need it here. I'm not an. Better not. I've almost. Better not. I don't think fixing my. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want them to. I think they can be used in a more I don't need it here. Better not. I can't take the whole window. It won't, from what I see. The alcoholic content of the liquid in this flask is remarkable. It could work. Done. The flask is empty. I don't need it anymore. I think they can be used in a more useful way. I think they... I don't need it here. I'm not an... Better not. I don't think... I don't want them to get... I don't think You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens.
No! Don't you dare! This is an order! I won't repeat it a second time!
You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens. Father, was it you who...
Son, even the most meek and calm man would lose his temper over this outrage.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Somebody dared to kickstart the devil's car.
I still don't understand.
Outside the church is a machine. The kids of Bonetown used it. All that clamoring and laughter disturbed my concentration. But it's necessary to make... I instructed never to use it anymore. And it's been years since it fell quiet. But today, someone has transgressed. It'll be necessary to rely on the Holy Scripture again.
Are you planning to write a sermon about the scriptures?
Oh, no, son. This situation has to be resolved in the most drastic way.
I don't think I'm the right person for it.
You're here in my presence, so you're the right person for the job. I didn't want it to come to this, but take this sacred relic. It will be your mission to fix it and place it outside the church. Everything is already set up. A sacred...
It seems like just a sign to me.
Young and pure of soul, it's the word that will prevent the newly started havoc from spreading.
But it just says, play forbidden.
Isn't that enough for you? My mind cannot suffer distractions. My sermon... Carry out your mission.
But...
Ask for help from the blacksmith right outside. Maybe...
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's not useful to me in this state. I can't. That way the... I need help. I'm on a mission from God, or rather, from the Reverend.
In this case, I can give you a second. What do you need?
The Reverend has entrusted me with a mission. I have to fix this sign. Can I take one of your tools?
I might have what you need. Inside the toolbox is a multi-purpose tool that serves to tighten, bolt, even open some specific locks. It's the only thing I can give you for your mission. The rest I need to repair this wreck. Make good use of it.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye. Be sure to make good use of it.
As always, sir. Good idea. Perfect. Now the sign has a certain stability. It should work. Mission accomplished. It's already lit. You just have to press... Oops. Technically, it wasn't all my fault. Even if it wasn't all my fault... Even if it was...
Hold still, son. Don't touch anything. At least...
All right. Better not. I'd risk getting cut. Better not. I'd risk...
Hold...
All right. Let's try. It works! I heard a click. Empty! It seems so strange. There's something that doesn't add up in this crate. Let's see. Just as I thought. There's a false back. I just need something to pry it open. It doesn't work. I don't think that would work. I don't need it here. I think they can... I'm not an arsonist. It should work. Bingo! The nail file got stuck, but it doesn't matter. There's something a lot more precious inside. It's another piece of the map, and I think it's the Teach one. I don't really know. Better not. And risk ruin. It has lots of. Using this stair. It has lots of. It has. It doesn't seem healthy. I don't think I can use anything else. It has lots. I think they can be used in a more useful way. I don't need to take it with me. I already won the prize. It wouldn't serve any purpose. It has lot. It has. It has. It has. I don't need it. I think they. It's closed. I'll be right back, thanks. He actually told me he was. I better try later. It has. It has. Useless. I'm not thirsty. It has. He seems
good.
Let's say it.
I'll stop.
That.
Abs, here's what I need. Could you?
Is it a long?
You have no.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't need any. I don't have my drive. I better. It has. It has lot. I think they. I think. Even if it wasn't all my fault, it's already lit. It has lots of uses, but not this one. It has lots. What happened?
Have you seen any black sheep wander?
I think I saw some kids playing up front.
Anything else?
Stocky. He had a slingshot.
It's clear. Michael, I think today I'll pay a visit to your parents. I'll go and resolve the situation. Nobody can disfigure the sacred church of Bonetown, shelter of the poor, symbol of faith, beacon of the community.
Weird. I could have sworn there were some micro-inscriptions on the glass. Actually, this glass shard contains a piece of the map. Supposedly the one belonging to Reverend Drake.
Perfect. Now I have everything I need. My recipe is practically done. It will be a drink that is sure to make waves in the world. Non-alcoholic, dark-colored, sparkling. It can even cure a headache.
I wouldn't want to ruin your dream, but I think that already exists. Actually, I believe you're even in danger of clashing with some mega corporations.
I know the market very well. I managed to isolate and replace the secret ingredient with another.
Really? Which one?
Well, it's the root extract of Oh, hey. Nice try, boy. You almost had me going there. It's the only ingredient that is not present on the list. Take it. I don't need it anymore.
Thank you. Better read it away from prying eyes. Wait a minute. This list is a bit strange. I can glimpse something under the text about the ingredients. It's a receipt. It says, I, Dr. Alfred Every, on July 15th, 2008, deliver to Steve Bonnet the artifacts found in the basement. In exchange, Mr. Bonnet transfers to the Every family, free of charge, the property of the building where the family business is actually located. The agreements will not be disclosed. Yours faithfully, Dr. Every. It's countersigned by Steve Bonnet, too. To which artifacts is Dr. Every referring? If the agreements have not been disclosed, the only one that would know anything about it is Uncle Steve. I'd better get over to his office to investigate. Weird, Steve's not here. In the meantime... So weird. There are no notes. What can they do? Wait a minute. There's a button under here. I could be wrong, but they seem to have been placed in the way to hide something. There's nothing. Let's see what happens by pressing it. I wasn't expecting this. I just thought it was a drawer with some kind of mechanism. It closed back automatically. There's probably another device in this room that makes it open. Why all this secrecy? And what's this room? Better take a look around. A rope is always useful. There's nothing useful here. I thought it worked. Instead, this is... There's no grip. And what's this? It looks like some sort of diary. I don't think I'm mistaken. It's surely Every's, the last piece missing. Finally, the map is complete. On this piece there are some coordinates. 47 degrees north by 78 degrees east. Brilliant! The coordinates are useless without the rest of the map. The light will guide you. 47 degrees north by 78 degrees east. It must have something to do with the old lighthouse. There's also a strange coin. Why is it here? What does Steve have to do with this story? There must be something I'm still missing. Let's see if there's an explanation. Steve knew, and all because to think, but he should have guessed it. I have to better go to the old lighthouse.
Boss, hey.
What's going on?
Boss, we can't find the young Morgan anywhere. Impossible. He can't be volatilized. Continue to search. If he has his father's insight, he has surely discovered something that we've been missing till now. I'm going back to my office. This city needs a person able to guide it.
All right, let's go.
It's Steve and the innkeeper. They're in collusion. I have to get out of here as soon as possible. I don't want to take off. I can't. First I need this window. Better let some fresh air in. Good idea. This seems to be the only possible way out. See you soon, Steve. Not now that I've been able to recover all the pieces. I need... It's useless this way. Better not. It could still come in handy. Better not. It has I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere. Better not. Not... Better not. Better not. It could still... Better not. Better not. It's useless. It's useless this way. I don't know how to make it work. It has lots of uses, but not... I don't think that would work. I think they can... I don't need it. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I don't think... It has... Better not. Here it's written that Dr. Alfred Every gave a few artifacts to Steve Bonnet in exchange for the drugstore property. I'm curious to know what those artifacts were. It'd be good to investigate. Surely Steve could tell me something more. This doesn't look like a normal coin. It doesn't show the date it was coined or any other indicator. I don't know how it could be. I'm not an arsonist. I don't really know how it works. There should be some I can't. I would have to cross the square where the inn is, with a high risk of being... I can't. Bingo! This is the point marked on the map. Let's see in what direction the lighthouse is pointing. Good! Very well. The lighthouse is positioned according to the instructions on the map. The light points in the direction of the cemetery. Better go check. Using this staircase, I'll go back down. I don't think... Once there was a legend. To access the afterlife, a boat toll was required. Maybe this coin wasn't used as currency in the earthly world, but rather to pay the ferryman for a journey to the afterlife. Let's try. Where did I end up? It seems like a natural cave. I can't believe it! This is a colony of Mexican psilocybe. One of the most powerful hallucinogenic mushrooms. Professor Jones, their sour odor is unmistakable, and the conditions for growth seem to be only a strong adrenaline rush can counteract their effect. They're supposed to proliferate only in a few areas in Central America. How did they end up here? I'm also wondering who put these wood barrels here. I'd rather not touch them. This species of mushroom, the Mexican psilocybe. It can't be. The hull outline, the colors on the bulkheads, a red nightmare sailed on the sea. Its slender shape induced all to stop and admire it. The historian Jean de Leon described the Adventure Galley this way. This is it. The Adventure Galley. Kid's ship.
Who dares?
But, who said that?
Who dares board my ship without permission?
Who's talking? Are you a ghost? Show yourself.
How dare you give orders to me? Only I can give orders.
It can't be. I can't believe this. My God. Dad, is that really you?
I have no sons. I'm the Adventure Galley's captain. My name is only whispered in both the old and new worlds. Some people call me the Scourge of the Seas. I'm William Kidd. Who are you?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Willy.
What tone is this? Boy, remember who you're talking to. I'm Kid.
What happened to you? You're not Kid. You're Henry. Henry Morgan.
Don't you ever mention that name in my presence. Morgan and Blackbeard are the reason my crew and I are here. If it wasn't for their betrayal, right now we'd be the masters of Tortuga. Instead, Morgan and Blackbeard mutinied, hired their own crew and attacked us. But nobody can take possession of William Kidd's treasure. Remember well these two names, because they're the worst enemies of Kidd's crew. Morgan and Blackbeard. What I wouldn't give to meet you face to face. And now, speak plainly, for what reason are you here?
Captain, I'm the new deckhand you were waiting for.
It's about time. You have permission to board and immediately get to work. The bridge needs a clean sweep. Ask the quartermaster to give you everything you need to make the ship shine. I'm going back to my cabin now. I have to plot the route for our next destination. Tortuga is waiting for us.
What's happening here? How could Dad still be alive? Why doesn't he recognize me? I better get on the galley right now. I have to get my dad back home. The ship is completely deserted. I guess Dad, or Kid as he now considers himself, is in his cabin to the stern of the ship. It's a cannon. I don't want to shoot a cannon.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Captain, can you tell me your story?
Is this the reason you embarked? I have no time to get out. You can hear my...
Sorry, Captain.
Good.
According to a chronicle of the period, these wooden mannequins were used to make the crew size appear larger. The fear factor and the number of armed men visible was usually enough to win a battle without even fighting. Somebody carved the name they gave to this mannequin in the wood. Jimbo. Better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that... It would be better to use the stairs. This old sword, maybe I can learn how to handle it. If I'm not mistaken, near my house that should guarantee success. Yuck, the hilt is all sticky. Time must have corroded the handles. Why on earth? This cannon, I should have a valid reason to do that. I should have a... I don't need... It's locked. If, as I suppose, this is the door to the hold, they have surely reinforced it. I obviously need the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he knows where I can find it. It's not... Some well-preserved clothes. It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion. An old three-cornered hat. I think it belonged to some captain, or someone from the upper class anyway. It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person. I can't take them. I can't reach it. I can't take it. Dad is seated at the cabin. There's a strange smell coming from the cabin. I'd only risk... I have to find a better... I have to... It's not helpful. I have to find a better... I'd only risk... It's not help... That is not... It has lots of... I think... I think they can be used in a more useful way. I think they can be used in a more useful way. I think they can... I don't need... Better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that the shot could rick... I have to find a better use for them. I'd only risk... It's useless here. This cannon, I should have a valid... It's like if I could ask the... It has lot... I don't think that... Not here. They were extremely superstitious. They thought that turning their back to the mainland was a sign of contempt, and that they would have been punished by the sea.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. You must earn this honor. Every new member must...
I think I already saw everything and talked with everyone.
Let's see if this is true of you. Answer these 3 simple questions. First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Grog and other delights?
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
36.
I'm sorry, you're not. The answer...
I'll need the...
You still aren't every...
I think I...
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Second question.
Grog.
Third and...
14.
I'm sorry, the end...
I'll...
You still every...
I think...
Let's see first.
Jim.
Second question. Third...
27.
I'm sorry, you're not ready yet. The answer...
I'll need the key.
You still aren't in every...
I think I already saw everything and...
Let's see if this is first. Name...
Nobody.
Second question.
Surely.
Third and...
36.
I'm sorry, the answer...
Sorry.
Good.
Here it's written that Dr. Alfred Every gave a few artifacts to Steve Bonnet in exchange for the drugstore. I'm curious to know what those artifacts... Surely Steve could...
What's happening?
I'll need the...
You still every new...
I think I...
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Second question.
Grog.
Third and...
14.
I'm sorry, and... You still every...
I think I...
Let's see first.
Jim.
Second question.
Sure.
Third and...
14.
I'm sorry, and... You still are every...
I think...
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Third and last question.
27.
I'm sorry, and...
I'll need the...
You still aren't every...
I think I...
Let's see first.
Jim.
Second question.
Grog and other delights?
Third and...
36.
I'm sorry, the end...
I'll need the...
You still every...
I think...
Let's see first. What's happening now?
I'll need the...
You still aren't enough. Every new member...
I think I...
Let's see first. Name...
Jimbo.
Second question.
Surely...
Third and...
8.
I'm sorry. The answers are all around you.
Sorry, Cap...
Good.
It's one of the galley's cannons. It's an old cannon. It will be more than 300 years old, at least as old as the Adventure Galley. It's an old cannon. It will be more than 300 years old, at least as old as the Adventure Galley. These are books on dressmaking in the 1600s. Evidently, Kid cared about being up to date on the evolution of European costumes. Or some guest left them during his holiday on the Adventure Galley. I'll need the key.
You still every...
I think I...
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which...
Surely...
Third and last question.
14.
I'm sorry. The answer...
Sorry.
Good.
The famous Adventure Galley. The famous It's an amazing ship. And it's I wonder how many secrets it's an amazing... I wonder... That is not its... That is... I'd rather not touch this the It's not helpful. That is not I don't think... I think they can be used. I don't need. I don't want to dive over. That is not its purpose. They look like nautical charts. Probably Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's one of the first editions. Life on the Seas, Rules and Tasks on Board a Ship by William Kidd. It seems Kidd was writing a treatise. Interesting. That is not...
What's happening? You still aren't every new...
I think I all...
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Second question.
Life on the...
Third and last.
8.
Well done. You have the honor of becoming one of Kidd's pirates. Among us, there's a pact of mutual friendship and loyalty. You deserve the key to access the hold.
Thanks, Captain. I'm honored to be part of your crew. Sorry.
Good.
Perfect. Wow! The legends were true. This is the result of years of piracy in all the seas of the world. That is not its... It surely contained some spices. They were very precious goods. I don't need it now. I'm not interested in taking... They all have to be dated and cataloged, even if I'd like to dive into it, like in the comic books. It's a mask. I think it's the loot plundered from the assault on some ship coming from Europe. They will surely be full of doubloons or jewels, but now I have other priorities. But Dad takes precedence. It won't be useful like this. It won't be... It's not help... It's not... It's not... I don't think that would... I think that I should have a very valid reason. It's not help. That is not its... It's useless. That is not its purpose. It won't be useful. That is not... Not here. A real sea dog would have never sat on one of the cannons turned to port. They were extremely superstitious. They thought that... This old mannequin was used to deceive the enemy. The more mannequins there were, the larger and more dangerous the crew seemed. I could use it to distract my dad and enter his cabin. If I could disguise it as a pirate, I could make it pass for one of Kidd's most bitter enemies. If I'm not mistaken, he named Morgan and Blackbeard earlier. I really see it as a Morgan. This gives it an aura of a classy touch. The hat makes it... They seem the right size. I don't think there was much variety of measurements on a pirate ship. It's starting to look like a member of the crew. Let's try to make it meaner. Discreetly threatening. I placed it here for a specific reason. It's useless to move it. It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick. I don't need... Better not. I should have a very...
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Captain, there's Morgan on the bridge.
Morgan. Damn scoundrel. You finally came back for the final showdown. It's really you, foul traitor. What nerve you dare show. By returning to the ship you turned your back on after it welcomed you as a... Prepare yourself to face my wrath.
While Dad is busy, I can act...
Rayo!
These are the... With these, it would be... I can't deal with this right now. It's more urgent that I... It's the statue of a dragon. It was also Kid's nickname. Other than Scourge of the Seas, he was known... Better leave it where it is. I don't need it to get Dad out of... Dad has placed the logbook to protect the chalice's contents. Since I'm here, I better take them both. The same acrid smell of the mushrooms I saw in the cave emanates from the chalice. This could explain many things. Dad managed to survive all these years on a mixture of water and mushrooms. Even in small quantities, they sustain any organism that feeds on them and provide vital energy. On the other hand, they're also a powerful hallucinogen. Dad's state of shock following his fall from the cliffs, combined with the sight of Kid's ship, made him believe that he was the captain. If he keeps drinking from this chalice, he might never wake up. I have to get rid of this chalice. Professor Jones taught us that a strong adrenaline rush will counteract the mushroom's effect. First the chalice and then the adrenaline. One thing at a time.
It's time to end the game. Don't show your face again, Morgan.
Look who's back. Henry and his kid, the young Morgan.
How did you manage to get here, Steve?
It wasn't difficult. I was looking for you all over town, and suddenly, what a stroke of luck. I saw you entering the crypt in the graveyard. I waited for you a long time. Eventually, I decided to enter and I saw the tunnel. Henry, I didn't think you were still alive. I am partly relieved. My regret was consuming me. In the end, you were right. Kid's ship was docked here in Bone Town.
How dare you come aboard my ship without permission and offend a member of my crew? Who are you?
Henry, don't you recognize me? It's me.
Dad! Captain! It's Blackbeard. He was also able to get on board.
Blackbeard. Yes, I recognize you now. I see that you and Morgan are still inseparable. You'll end up just like him.
Henry, not again.
You leave me no choice.
I understand, Henry. I'm ready.
On guard.
Whatever you want, Henry.
The day of reckoning. Fight.
I should have a very valid reason to do something like that. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that. It's one of the oldest cannons on the ship. It has probably never been replaced. You can tell by the notches engraved on it. Every notch shows a battle in which it was shot. 8 notches. I guess it's... It has I think they... I don't think that... I don't need it here. It's the Adventure Galley's logbook. It's a metal chalice. Dad uses it to drink. This cannon is I should have a It should work. And now the coup de grace. Fire! I did it! Heck, I didn't see that coming. The racket from the cannon was more devastating than the shell itself. Better go back on deck and alert Dad.
You don't stand a chance this time.
We'll see. I admit it. You defeated me, Henry.
A victory over a man who was once a friend has no value for me.
Captain, I'm sorry to interrupt your duel, but I think we need to go. The cave is collapsing.
Captain, what are you talking about?
The adrenaline caused by the duels with Jimbo and Steve is reducing the effect of the mushrooms. Hurry, let's go. There's not much time.
Not before seeing the treasure. I've never been so close to it, and I have no intention of leaving now.
But Steve, not now. There will be other opportunities in the future.
Yes, Steve. The kid's right. Let's run while we still can.
Henry, do you recognize me?
Steve, is that you? Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. It feels like I just woke up from a long dream.
There's no time, Dad. Let's go.
Dad? How come? Who?
You go. I want Kid's treasure. It represents my whole life's work. Henry, just know that I didn't want any of this to happen.
Steve!
Farewell.
Dad, let's go.
Okay, I'll follow.
Dad, I finally found you.
Willy, is that really you? How long has it been?
10 years, Dad. 10 very long years.
10 years. So this means you received my letter.
Yes, but why did you only have it delivered after all this time?
I sensed that something was wrong with Steve. I could see it in his behavior. When I realized that the search for Kid's treasure was becoming an obsession, I started to suspect that he could hurt our family. I hid my piece of the map and decided to deal with him. You are a Morgan. You have the spirit of adventure in your blood. But you were only 5, and I didn't want to trouble Mom with such a burden. I hoped that in 10 years Steve's obsession would vanish. I decided that if anything ever happened to me, you, after turning the necessary age, would be ready to pick up from where I left off. So I sent the post-dated letter.
I read Steve's diary. I know you fell off the cliff. How did you survive?
A stroke of luck. I fell right into the sea, and the tide pushed me toward an underwater passage that led directly to the cave. I wanted to find a way to get back to the surface, but I had to recover my strength first. The last thing I remember is some really delightful mushrooms. Then, it's all a blank.
Dad, let's go back home. We have a lot of things to talk about. Plus, we have to find a way to tell Mom without making her faint.
Oh, Elizabeth. Yes, we should go back.
Ready to leave Bonetown once and for all?
Bonetown is not a bad town. As soon as the legal formalities are arranged, we could think about coming back here. Remember, deep inside the cave is still the Adventure Galley. Who knows how much it can still tell the world about the golden age of piracy.
Speaking of which, when I took the chalice, I also brought the ship's logbook with me. Here it is.